is part of our delving more into the 21st century, right?
It is. We just did another one.
Okay.
I'm throwing these 21st century
Right.
ones at you. You know, within and not. I'm not talking about early 2000s. I'm talking
Yeah,
about
we're almost talking up to the present day, which is pretty
when you and I
surprising.
had gray hair, when we started looking old. You know, so it's.
Wait, let me think when I started on the gray hair. Okay, yeah, let's not get into that. Hey, welcome back to Into the Music. I'm here with Greg. My name's Chris, and Greg, you got something for me to react to?
I do. So, a band that I think I'm gonna perplex you with the name, and it's XX,
XX.
XX, double X,
Okay.
and the band,
So if you get back together with your ex, is she now your XX?
Oh, yeah, no.
Anyway, go on. All right.
Cutting
Yeah,
room.
we're gonna have a lot of editing to do tonight.
Note to Greg, edit the shit out of this one.
Note to Greg, find new channel.
Crystalised. That's the name of the song by XX.
Okay, that sounds good.
Yeah, I have like a 99.9% chance feeling that you don't know this song at all.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Pretty good.
Yeah, really good odds, right? Yeah. All
Um,
right, cool. So take
okay.
that link I sent you and run with it. Go run.
I'm running.
I don't know why it's so funny. And then check it out and come on and then run back and tell me what you think.
Yes. Yeah. All right. I will.
Crystalised, and you've got the faith that I could bring paradise. I'll forgive and forget before I'm paralyzed. Do I have to keep up the pace to keep you satisfied? Things have gotten closer to the sun. I've done business one of those days. So don't think that I'm pushing you away when you're the one that I've kept closest.
I like this, and I'm definitely going to give it a couple more listens because I think it's going to hit me harder, um, good way, on subsequent listenings.
Have you run back? Yeah.
Oh my God. Yeah, I haven't done that much running in a long time.
You need some
So you
water?
said, what did you say the chances are that I would know it?
Get out of here. You don't know the
You said there
song.
were 99.9% chance. It was 99.9% chance that I wouldn't know it.
Yeah.
Well, guess what?
What?
You were right.
Yes.
I never heard this before. Is this part of this is part of our delving more into the 21st century, right?
It is. We just did another one.
Okay.
I'm throwing these 21st century
Right.
ones at you. I'm not talking about early 2000s. I'm talking
Yeah,
about
we're almost talking up to the present day, which is pretty
when you and I
surprising.
had gray hair, when we started looking old. So it's
Wait, let me think when I started on the gray hair. Okay, yeah, let's not get into that.
well,
The XX,
2009. Were you looking gray back in 2009?
that's when this came out. Okay.
Yes.
Yes, I was gray in 2009.
Yeah, I started getting gray too.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
Well, no, it was gray back then. Now it's more white.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Soon it'll be clear. It'll just be like hair there. There'll be hair, but it'll be clear.
Well, then we'll see the outline of your
It just
chin
gets
more.
worse and worse as the
That's
time
really-
goes on.
I'm like actually fascinated to see that happen. But anyway, let's stay with the song right now. So Crystalised. What'd you think? Yeah, what'd you think?
I liked it. It was very, very laid back, but it had an energy to it also, like kind of a pulsating sort of energy. And
I love that pulsating. That's
yeah.
excellent.
Do you see what I'm saying? And
No, no, I'm not trying to be
hi,
a
hi,
super
the
fool.
vocals.
Oh yeah, no, there is a
that was
pulsating.
that was a good hook there.
Yeah.
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 Not that I did it any justice just now.
What about the guitars? Because I thought the guitars were like in a very sort of minimalist way.
Yes.
You know, very effective. You know, you had dual
almost sounds like
guitar going.
almost sounds like something Radiohead would do as far as its minimalism with the guitars.
Yeah, right. No, exactly.
Kind of stick with the same thing, kind of work.
So they got two sort of rhythms going on, right?
Yeah.
But there's a connection. They definitely mesh, and just really effective. You know, really good. And the singing is like a mood piece, especially.
It is. Yes, it's very moody. Yeah.
And the vocals really help to give that feeling off, right? Of mood.
I have no idea what the vocals were, what the lyrics were.
Yeah, I mean, so I've listened to this. Again, this was one of these that I've recently sort of, in my investigation into 21st century music in the last 10 years or so. Well, this is 11 years ago, 12 years actually. We're 2021 now, but it's still relatively recent, and this just jumped out at me, and the same thing, the first listen, you don't really gravitate to the lyrics.
I said that in the reaction that I think if I listen to this a few more times, it'll continue to grow on me.
Yeah,
it seems like that kind of song.
And it was only really knowing that we're going to do the song and have you react to it that I did a little homework and looked at the lyrics and stuff like that. But this was released in 2009, as I said before, released as their debut single from their self-titled album XX. And this actually, from what I understand and why I'm really excited, is that I think they have 2 other albums out. And so this one did very well in the UK indie charts, peaked at number 14 and number 37 on the US Alternative Airplay Billboard. And then the second album came out in 2012, and it reached number 1 in the UK and number 5 on the US Billboard. And in the third one, number 1 UK, number 2 on the US. So I got a feeling that there's that they have some other songs out there that are like really good, and so I'm really like excited to get, so I think there's potential here after this song. But to stay with this song, it's, when you said what it's about, from what I understand, it's like based on an imagined romantic scenario. And so I'll just tell you a little bit. Oh, so here, according to Genius, Crystalised is about a complicated relationship and ultimately uses crystallization as a metaphor for love. It's the lead single. Well, I talked about that. Um, wow. So the two band members who wrote the song, they were 17, and when they wrote this song, and one of them said, "We wrote our lyrics separately and sent them to one another over email. We were so new to songwriting, I don't think either of us had the courage to share and write face to face. We eventually came together and built the bare skeleton of the song in Romy's dad front room." And so the band members, um, and I think that was Oliver who wrote that. So Romy Madley Craft, Romy Madley or Madley Croft is the guitar, plays guitar, and Oliver Sim plays bass, and he's also vocals. Jamie Smith, alias Jamie X, he's like the technical person on the band, like does the sampling and record production and the beats. And Barrier Qureshi, was a former member, played keyboard and guitar, but I think was actually on this album after this first album dropped. So those are the band members, and yeah,
So
and
who's singing?
don't know, don't know. Fill us in, XX fans out there. But whoever's singing, it really sounds really, really cool. What's also really cool too is what opens up with the song. There's like a synthesizer or something. There's like kind of
Mhm.
like this real sort of I wouldn't say high pitch, yeah, I guess, but just really loud type of like synth or whatever sound that just keeps repeating, coming in and out, as the song is going on. I thought that was really sort of added again to the whole mood. Um, yeah, and what Wiki said, and I don't, maybe you know this word. The song is structured like an ostinato, which is like a repeated riff and vocal sound. So it just keeps repeating. Do you know
No,
what an
I'm not familiar
ostinato
with
is?
that term. I'm glad I know it
Yeah,
now, though.
yeah, cool. All right, so I'm disappointed. You usually know those kind of technical things.
Oh, it's with an O, ostinato.
Ostinato, yeah.
Okay,
All
I'll write
right,
it down.
yeah. Write that down, man.
Now we're
And
gonna say that about like every third song.
well,
It had
here's
a ostinato quality to it.
well, I believe in you so much that I really feel
Oh,
that
that's your first
that
mistake.
you probably know about it and you can articulate it without even knowing what the word is. You
Oh
just,
well,
I'm
now I
sure
can do
it's
it. Now I can do it like that with one word. So our videos are gonna be a lot shorter now.
um, it's almost as though I think it's a little bit what you were just talking about, like with a Radiohead. Those two guitar sounds, whatever, and just kind of just repeating over and over. I think. Um, but yeah, so there you go. And I found them in my search for post-punk 21st century. So I think, although they're not post-punk, somehow I believe there's like a little bit of a like, no, it's not mainstream, but they're called a pop band. But I think there's a crossover. I think there's like a mesh. I think there's
They
sort
don't
of a
really
little
sound
bit.
all. Yeah, they don't sound all that popish. So
No, 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 right? But they're
but
not like
that's a
post-punk.
limitation. Like we always say, that's a limitation of
Yeah.
these labels
Yeah.
and
Why? I
categories.
know, right? Why do I fall into that trap of trying to label a band the music,
Yeah,
right?
how many times you look up a band and you see it'll say, on Wikipedia or something, say genres, and they'll have like 5 or 6 of them.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. It's annoying,
Of course, that might be between songs, but I mean, even within songs, it's hard to
Although
tell.
they may be doing that because if the band like has sort of reinvented itself, has like had many years of duration and like might have been like in this genre for a while here and then now in this genre here. So maybe
You're
possibly.
right.
Um yeah. And I just love the name of the band, XX. I freaking like, I mean, it's so simple. I mean, talk about the song, sort of like, I think I identify as like minimalist. Say it 10 times fast.
No, I can't. I don't want to try
And
5
just
times.
like 2 X's, but like, how creative is that? So, all right, cool, man. So I'm glad you like this one. And I'm really hoping there's a lot of XX fans out there and you can like guide us on what the next one is going to be, should be. And with that said, Chris, have a good night. And to
All right,
everyone
you
out
too.
there, hope you enjoyed this. And if you did, hit the like button. And if you haven't yet subscribed to this amazing rising up channel into the music, why don't you do so? And with that said, We'll see everyone on the next episode of Into the Music.